Hey everybody, welcome back to Trading with Tootsie. Let's have a look at the indices charts real quick. As we all as we all noticed um, last night for me, something truly astonishing happened. The charts were all red, right, as it has been for a good couple of days, and then all of a sudden everything went just green, like insane. I wasn't in any trades at the time. I was not looking to take any trades. Um, Apart from obviously, like I've got two zones outlined, previous support and a previous support, long time holding support. This is more monthly support, this bottom one on the Dow Jones. So I was hoping to enter if price had to break down in here, mess about, right, and then possibly head out. So I would have loved to enter in here with a stop loss just below the zone. Okay, but as we know, price did not do that. Instead, price said bye. So what do we do now? Or what am I gonna do now? Very simple. I am only going to react on what the market does. I don't predict. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not a gambler either. I've never gambled in my life. So we don't just take trades that are loosey goosey. Oh, the market's pumping. Get a bit of FOMO. Enter. I was looking at price last night, and it was just candle after candle after candle, just climbing. And I was itching. I was itching to take an entry on all three indices, the US 30, US 100, or Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and S&P 500. I was itching, guys. Um, but that's not how I trade. I don't trade on a whim. I don't trade on FOMO. A lot of money can be lost. Remember, every day that you exclude yourself from the market is a day that you don't lose money. Okay? Sure, you don't make money either, but you definitely don't lose money. And that's our goal as traders, long term. We manage our risk. The profits come from managing your risk. All right? Right. So what are we going to do? As we can see, I've already drawn a little trend zone for the Dow, for the Nasdaq, as well as the S&P 500. Okay, look at this. I've got a channel. Let me just zoom out. I've got a channel on the S&P 500, and we literally touched. I don't know why I didn't enter. I don't know. I think markets were just too topsy turvy for me. I just didn't. I said no, screw it. I am not entering here. I'm not taking any risks. All right. So what do we do? I am waiting for on all three of these. Okay, on all three of these, I am waiting for a break of their respective trend zone. Okay, so if I can see a break of this and a retest, that's the two most important things of my breakout strategy. Okay, is a breakout. Okay, I need to see price break through and leave the trend zone. Okay, and then I need to see price retest. I cannot take the trade without both. I just can't. If I take a trade without both, then I'm gambling. Then I might as well just take my money, go to the casino, and do those slot machine things. Stupid, right? I'm not going to do that. So, what I'm waiting for on all of these charts is, excuse me, I've got a bit of something in my eye. I'm waiting for a break, a retest, and a totsins, a bye-bye. All right. Totsins is bye in my home language. Actually, my home language is English. In my second language, Afrikaans, right? So that is what we're waiting for over here, guys. Um, I hope I'm not rambling too much. I am a very big rambler. Simple, simple and sweet. Okay. Then, if my chart can load, it'll be fabulous. Then, quite simply, the way I would trade the breakout is actually, let me put that back. The way I would trade a breakout is price will break out, back in, okay? Once it breaks back into the zone, I'm looking too long, okay? Looking too long at that point of entry with my stop loss just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit outside of the trend box, okay? Because if price continues down, whoa, not that. If price continues down, then I'm wrong, okay? Then if it breaks this box, then price is most likely going to continue down. But if price breaks this box and flies, then, oh well, lost whatever my risk was, okay? So anyway, we look for the breakout, we look for the retest, and then we enter at the retest, and we sit back and wait, okay? So the retest works like this. Stop loss just outside the box, just tiny bit outside the box, and we leave the trade open for as long as we humanly can. It's very difficult because you do get a bit of, well, me specifically, I get a bit of trade exhaustion, especially if, you're in profit and then you break even and then you're in a loss and then you're in profit and then you're in more profit and then you break even. It's a bit harsh on the human mind, all right? Or mine for now. I mean, I haven't been a trader for that long. So, right. So our, what's the word? The place that we're going to be adding to our position, right? So we can take a box, we can draw just from the top of the candle that caused the downward movement. So this candle over here from the top to the bottom, and then another point of entry right at the top. This point of entry, we actually might look at taking our profit and going home and relaxing and closing the trade. But then again, we'll see. We'll see. Because the only other place, because I mean, look at this. There's a rejection. There's another rejection. There's also a possible rejection where price got to around about 22,000 and broke down. Okay. So what I would do is I would wait for this, out, in, enter, get there, see what it does. Okay. Price might go in and break down and then break up maybe, or come all the way down and stop me out at break even. But at this point, once price reaches once price reaches this box, okay, I'm going to be moving my stop loss to break even, okay? Now we take the risk factor out and we sit back and we try and relax. Obviously, you won't be able to relax because you're in profit and then you break even. So you didn't actually make money. You just wasted your time, but that's okay. My time is always wasted by everyone. So break above the box, okay? If we see a retest of this box after breaking out, then we can enter, okay? So like this, we can enter there, okay? So now you have your entry, your initial entry where you bought, you enter over there, price moves up, hopefully, comes back down, breaks through the box, retests, re-enter. Once it breaks above that box, you can now move your stop loss to break even. Simple. All right. I leave this here so that I can visualize the pain in my life. So we'll do something like this. I usually make a little line Okay, and then that's my stop loss that I have set in MetaTrader or wherever. And then as I move it along, I just keep doing this, keep doing this, keep doing this. Okay. And that's the way we will watch the trade play out. And then if we keep going, get to the box, think about closing. Okay. Breaks down. Think about closing, like, oh, it's coming back. Might break above, might go back in. Think about entering and just follow the trade. React. We react as traders. We do not predict. So please, this is not financial advice. This is purely what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, good luck to me and all of us, I guess. This strategy, I'm going to follow the exact same procedure for the Dow, right? So, whoa, what in the hell? Excuse me. Looking for breakout, retest, and away we go. The entry like this, just below the box, and whoops, and wherever the price decides to go. Same for the S&P 500. I know I'm repeating, repeating, repeating myself, but repetition. Okay? You do the same thing successfully over and over and over, and you'll get better at it. You'll get better at noticing um, how your strategy works, how price reacts to zones, to levels, things like that. So remember, look for your levels. Some levels you'll want to close on, some levels you want to add on. Okay? But always remember, every day that you are in the market, you stand the chance to lose money. Every day that you're not, you are not losing money. You're not making money, so. But anyways, let's see what happens. Also, I posted a trade on gold. By the way, before we say goodbye, if you are new to this channel, I am new to this channel. So if you are new and you like the content, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also maybe even a like. I don't do this for the subscribers. I don't do this for the likes. I just do this purely because I love trading. I found my passion in trading. And if you also have a passion in trading, why not follow along? I could use some advice. We're not perfect. I could use some tips and tricks. And yeah, ultimately, I'd love to build a community in my town, in this country, where we as traders can get together and help one another out, be honest with each other and ourselves, to our wins and our losses. And that, I mean, that's all we could ask for, a community that's honest with each other. Because on social media these days, all we see is wins, Lamborghinis, flipping, all these crazy things. And here we are thinking, oh, it's it's easy. This guy's just printing money all the time. When it's not actually like that, you know. It's there's things that are concealed from us as consumers of media, um, by a course, by a subscription to their channel or their Telegram channel, WhatsApp channel, whatever. We don't do that here. I'm not trying to make money of anybody. Um, yeah, I'm trying to help the community make money for themselves. Remember my analogy of the fish. I don't want to be given a fish. Thank you. Teach me how to fish, and I will eat forever. Anyways, let us look at gold. So I deleted all this because I was like, so we had a setup like this on gold. Okay, we had a breakout on gold. There we go. Gold broke up. And I was looking at this level over here. Just this lacquer zone, because this level is what sent gold on its merry way. Okay, so I said I need to see, and I saw a breakout. I need to see a retest, okay, of that zone, and then I can enter. Okay, I would have been in some lacquer profits now, but I don't want to think about that. That's just killing yourself. So keep not killing yourself, but hurting your emotions. So I had something set up like this where my stop loss was again, whoops, whoa, come on, was just outside the box. Okay, was very much outside the box, and then until new all-time highs, hopefully. Okay, so I was going to wait, hopefully, for a retest into this and then take a long. I actually had a limit set for 22 or 2990, 2990, excuse me, as we can see right there, where I would have just entered a small position. My stop loss would have been minus 0.5%, so $50. I've got a 10K account, and we would have been now in profit of just under 2%. How lovely. I mean, that's all you need, isn't it? I mean, if you can scale up 2% every month, every month, every month, on a 10K, and then on a 20K, and then on a 50, and then on a 100, eventually 2% on a 200K account. What's that? I can't even think. I can't even do the maths. $4,000? That's mad. $4,000 just working on 2%. So yeah, just scale that up, and eventually we'll be all driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris. Oh well. So I did not enter gold. Long story short. For now, we are going to be waiting on the Dow. Whoa, ugly chart. There we go. For now, we're going to be waiting on the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500. And whatever happens, happens. I shall come back to you guys. I'm ending this thing now. Bye.